Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's iExpo Mitch back with another video. Sorry I haven't been uploading in a while. I know my last few videos have been gaming videos, but I want to get back into finance videos because that's really my passion is finance. So I mean, we're going to keep the finance videos coming. I don't know about the gaming ones. I might start another channel for that. Might be down the road, but for right now, we're going to fully focus on finance videos. So if finance content is what you like, please subscribe to the channel. I will be uploading at least once a week. I want to start trying to do 2 times a week, but I can promise one video at least a week, so I'm going to keep with one video. It might be on the weekend that I upload. The upload schedule won't be consistent for right now until I can actually get in the groove of doing it, and then it will be consistent, but at least expect one video a week from this channel. Please subscribe. Alright, so in this video, we're going to be talking about what you should be doing if you are at least 18 years old or older. Some of the things I'm going to be talking about, the first thing that I want to talk about, you can do before you turn 18. You can even start this at 15 at some places, which is get a job. I believe for most people, I believe everybody should honestly get a job as soon as they can, just to get that experience. And like, it opens you up pretty much. Like, let's say you're a shy person like that, get like a job that's working in like customer service and talking to people. You'll get yourself more open. Like me, I was a really shy guy, and then I started a job at 18, which is probably later than I should have probably honestly got a job. The first job that I got personally was working in a grocery store, being a cashier. And being a cashier, honestly, in my opinion, is a really good starting job to do because it gets you open up to people and talking to people and communicating with people. And that is a really good asset to have throughout your lifetime because we're all people, you know what I mean? We're going to have to communicate with somebody and something to get what we need to get in our lives. So it's a really good thing to have, is be able to have good communication skills. And working as a cashier or any industry that opens you up and talking to people is the best thing that you could have starting job. You don't have to work there your whole life, you know what I mean? It's good. I worked there for about a year and a half just to get that experience. And honestly, your first job or two that you should get, honestly, when you're younger, it should be things that teaches you different things, you know what I mean? Just teaches you different aspects of life to help you further on in your life and get you starting, because you're young right now, you know what I mean? If you're 18, younger than 20, you know what I mean? If you're younger than 25, honestly, it's the best time to actually just grow yourself and develop yourself, so then you can go on with your life and take the things that you've learned when you're younger and actually go on and you can do whatever you want with your life. And this next thing that we're going to talk about, you have to be 18 and a half. I wish it could be younger you could have, because one of the main things that is a part of it is how long you've had it, which is a credit card. And I honestly, when I was younger, and me personally, I didn't want a credit card, you know what I mean? I thought credit cards were bad, you know what I mean? But now that I've actually seen it and I've grown up, what I've actually looked into what credit cards can actually do for you, it is one of the most important things that you should have in your life. It helps you out through your whole entire life. That's why everybody that I've talked to that turned 18, anybody that knows me and they are at least 18 years or older, I tell them to get a credit card. Get a credit card. Next business day, go and get a credit card. Your next day that you're available to get a credit card, get one, because they are really important. All you gotta do is literally, you don't have to, what people are saying is like, oh, debt, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're gonna go in debt, you're gonna go bankrupt. No. I don't believe a lot of people have taken that as a bad thing, because it's all of what you do personally with that credit card when you have it. You know what I mean? If you go and have $100,000 limit on a credit card and you just go blow everything on it, of course you're gonna go bankrupt. You know, see what I'm saying? Like, when I first got my credit card, my very first credit card, it was only a $500 credit limit. And I was smart with my credit card. As long as you're smart from the start, when you get your credit card, you can have a really high credit score. And credit score is really a really important thing. That's the main reason why you want to get this credit card, is to build your credit score. My credit score right now is really good because I'm only like 21 years old, you know what I mean? And I've just started with it. Imagine when I'm getting, like, you know what I mean? I want an 850 credit score, which is a perfect credit score. That's what my goal is personally. But when you're 18, you know what I mean? Just get a credit card, and just all you got to do is, like, if get a $500 credit limit, $250, it doesn't matter, whatever you want. Just as long as you what I would tell you to do and how I built my credit score is literally just, when you get that credit card, go buy like $5 something at the store or something like that. Then when you go home, pay it off. Whatever you buy, I buy personally everything on a credit card, because I know once I get home, I go home, transfer my money onto that credit card and just pay it off, because I don't like having that at all, and it helps you build your credit, because that's all it is just you seeing how good, what a credit card honestly is just seeing how good you are with paying back money that they are lending you. That's why some people really don't like credit cards, because if you give somebody money, they're just going to go blow it, you know what I mean? And then they're like, oh no, what do I do now? Blah, blah, blah. They're so bad. No, it's what you do with the credit card can decide if you will have a good or a bad time with having a credit card. So just my opinion, just get a credit card and just put little things on it and just pay it off whenever you're done. That's all you got to do. Well, right when you go home, you can go switch your money from one bank account to another. When you turn 18, I would say you need to go and open a bank account. A bank account is really one of the main things you need in your life, and you're going to have to open one eventually, so you might as well do it right when you turn 18. Some people can do it before they turn 18 as long as they have like their parents sign off on them, or like is it like a joint account with them, so that's okay, just to have that thing that you have a bank account. And if you get a job, then that's something you need as a bank account, so then you can have somewhere to deposit your money instead of having checks. Checks ain't really, that's not good to have checks, because that means you just have cash. And you mean cash laying around isn't good because you can lose it. Anything can happen with it, you know what I mean? It just disappears like that. But if you have it in a bank account, it's FDIC certified up to $250,000, majority of banks. So, you know what I mean? You can have that money where they can't do nothing with it, you know what I mean? Just sits there. As long as it's somewhere where it's safe, you know what I mean? Just put your money where it's safe for right now. And we'll talk about more about that in later videos of banks aren't really good, but just it's good to have your money in. We will get to that later in later videos. So subscribe so you can keep updated why better place to put your money instead of the bank. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about, I believe everybody should do, is open a brokerage account. If you don't know what a brokerage account is, a brokerage account is where you can buy and sell and trade stocks. The stock market, trust me, if you don't know what the stock market is, go look back at one of my videos. I've already posted about the stock market. The stock market runs the whole economy. If you heard the word economy and anything like that, that's all to do with the stock market and how businesses, you know what I mean, buy and sell. But you just want to open a brokerage account just so you can start putting a little bit of money here. Even if it's $10, $15 here, there, you know what I mean? At least you're having some type of money go in there, because when you're younger, the main thing that you have on your side right now is time. And compound interest, if you don't know about compound interest, that is one of the best things that you can do. That's why you need to start a brokerage account as soon as possible and start investing. I would say you can start investing in like index funds, ETFs, you know what I mean? Just a broad market and everything pretty much, just so it's safe, you know what I mean? And you don't got to worry about it going down, you know what I mean? Like it can't go out of business, blah, blah, blah. It can't go bankrupt. And an index fund is a really safe investment for people that don't really know the stock market, but they want to get involved in it, because that's just one of the main, it's just this whole market, you know what I mean? You don't got to worry about it, specific stocks and this and that. But like I said, if you want to start investing, go and get you a brokerage account. I would really, really, really suggest you doing it, because it is a really important thing. And like I said, the best thing you got on your side right now when you are younger is time. And compound interest is if you don't know what compound interest is okay, so let's say I put $100 into an index fund, and then it gains me, let me see, $1 a year on that one share or $100 that I have in there. Okay, so year one, boom, I got $1 from that $100, and that next year it's going to be $101, so that now it's going to be paying me $1.25. You see what I'm saying? And then it just keeps adding up and adding up. Then next year will be $1.50, then $1.75, then and it'll end up being like $20, $30, $40. You know what I mean? Now you're just literally just compounding. Now in that $100 that you put in there 20 years ago is now $1,000. You know what I mean? Now you're making $100 a year off of that $100 that you put in at first. It's a really good thing to have on your side that you can do, compound interest. So I would suggest starting a brokerage account and investing into index funds as soon as you can, which is 18. But if you're 18 or older, I would suggest you doing it right now, as soon as possible, because you will not regret it. I promise you that. Also, I want to suggest, just be patient with life. You know what I mean? Don't try to rush things. You know what I mean? If you're younger, if you're barely turning 18, if you're not even under 25 years old, you should honestly just not. If you're worried about life and what are you doing, this and that, you shouldn't be worried. You know what I mean? What you should really be doing, if you are younger than 25, even younger than 30, I mean, you're not really that old. It's just honestly, the main ages that you should do it is between 18 to 25. It's just learn. Just honestly, just get as much learning experience as you can, and just get as much education as you can. Teach yourself so many things, and just be patient. You know what I mean? Go out and read some books. You know what I mean? Oh, some people be like, no, I don't like reading books, blah, blah, blah. But trust me, books are one of the main things that can help educate you. Read, you know what I mean? That compounding interest in your mind, you know what I mean? You're compounding your knowledge, you know what I mean? Knowledge is a really, really important thing. let's say you learn this thing 10 years ago, I mean, you can use this in your life 10 years from now, you know what I mean? That's why your younger years are your best time to learn. And then you can actually use that to excel yourself later on in life. And you can use it to help you out and do what you need to do. So learn as much as you can and just be patient, you know what I mean? You're young, you know what I mean? If you're, you know what I mean, you have time on your side. You have people that's like 60, 70 years old wishing they can go back and do the same thing, you know what I mean? So just be patient with life, you know what I mean? Don't really try to rush everything, you know what I mean? Because you're young, you know what I mean? You can still do whatever you want. If you fail at something, you're still young, you know what I mean? You can go in again and boom. Like I was reading earlier, what I seen in a video of Joe Rogan earlier, I'm pretty sure all you know what Joe Rogan said. He's like, the best time to do whatever you want is when you're young, because you have no responsibilities, you don't have nothing, you don't have kids, you don't have payments to make, you know what I mean? You're not in debt, you know what I mean? You just started life, you know what I mean? So just when you're young, just be patient and just enjoy and try to figure out your way to do what you want to do in life and just better yourself, honestly. Well, that is going to be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoy. Subscribe. I will be trying to upload at least once a week, so subscribe to the channel and get ready for another video next week. See you next week. It was iExpo Mitch. Have a nice rest of y'all day.